Happiness is not a destination reached by racing through life, but a garden cultivated by tending to each present moment with mindful attention. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about 7 simple mindful practices that transform your daily happiness. Enjoy. There's something magical that happens when you pause in the middle of a busy day and truly notice the world around you. Maybe it's the warmth of sunlight streaming through your window, the sound of laughter from another room, or simply the feeling of your breath moving in and out of your body. In that moment of awareness, something shifts. The rushing thoughts slow down, the tension in your shoulders releases, and you remember what it feels like to be fully present in your own life. This is mindfulness in action, and it's one of the most powerful tools you have for creating genuine happiness. By the end of this episode, you'll have 7 practical mindful practices that you can weave into your daily routine, each one designed to help you cultivate more joy, peace, and contentment in your everyday life. Before we dive into the practices, let's clarify what mindfulness really means. It's not about emptying your mind or achieving some perfect state of Zen. Mindfulness is simply the practice of paying attention to the present moment with curiosity and kindness. It's about noticing what's happening right now, in your thoughts, your body, your environment, without immediately trying to change it or judge it. This simple shift in awareness can transform ordinary moments into sources of deep satisfaction and joy. The first practice is mindful breathing. This might sound basic, but it's foundational for good reason. Your breath is always with you, always available as an anchor to the present moment. Several times throughout your day, take 3 conscious breaths. Notice the sensation of air entering your nostrils, filling your lungs, and then slowly releasing. This isn't about breathing in any special way. It's about paying attention to the breathing that's already happening. These micro moments of awareness can reset your nervous system and bring you back to center. The second practice is mindful eating. How often do you eat while scrolling through your phone, watching TV, or thinking about your next task? Mindful eating invites you to slow down and truly experience your food. Choose one meal or snack each day to eat with full attention. Notice the colors, textures, and aromas. Chew slowly and taste each bite. This practice not only enhances your enjoyment of food, but also helps you feel more satisfied and connected to the simple pleasure of nourishing your body. The third practice is the gratitude pause. Throughout your day, take brief moments to notice something you're grateful for. It might be as simple as appreciating the comfort of your favorite chair, the taste of your morning coffee, or the fact that you have a roof over your head. The key is to really feel the gratitude, not just think it. Let that sense of appreciation fill your chest and warm your heart. This practice rewires your brain to notice the good that's already present in your life. The fourth practice is mindful walking. Whether you're walking to your car, moving between rooms in your house, or taking a deliberate walk outside, use some of that time to be fully present with the experience of walking. Feel your feet touching the ground. Notice the rhythm of your steps. Observe what you see around you. Walking meditation can be done anywhere and transforms a routine activity into a moment of peace and awareness. The fifth practice is loving kindness for yourself. Throughout the day, notice how you speak to yourself in your inner dialogue. When you catch yourself being self-critical or harsh, pause and offer yourself the same kindness you'd give a good friend. You might silently say something like, "May I be kind to myself," or "May I treat myself with compassion." This practice helps break the cycle of negative self-talk and cultivates a more loving relationship with yourself. The sixth practice is mindful listening. In your conversations with others, practice giving your full attention to what they're saying. Instead of planning your response or letting your mind wander, simply listen. Notice not just their words, but their tone, their emotions, their presence. This practice deepens your connections with others and helps you feel more engaged and present in your relationships. The seventh practice is the evening reflection. Before you go to sleep, take a few minutes to reflect on your day with mindful awareness. What moments brought you joy? What challenged you? What are you grateful for? This isn't about judging your day as good or bad, but about acknowledging your experiences with gentle awareness. This practice helps you process your day and often reveals sources of happiness you might have overlooked. What makes these practices so powerful is their simplicity and accessibility. You don't need special equipment, a quiet room, or hours of free time. You can practice mindful breathing while waiting in line, express gratitude while washing dishes, or practice loving kindness while stuck in traffic. These moments of mindfulness are like drops of water that over time fill the well of your happiness. It's important to approach these practices with patience and self-compassion. Your mind will wander. That's completely normal and expected. The practice isn't about perfect focus. It's about noticing when your attention has drifted and gently bringing it back. Each time you do this, you're strengthening your capacity for awareness and presence. Start with just one or two of these practices, rather than trying to do all 7 at once. Choose the ones that resonate most with you or feel most manageable given your current lifestyle. As these become more natural, you can gradually incorporate others. The goal isn't to add more items to your to-do list, but to bring more awareness and intention to things you're already doing. Remember that happiness isn't something you achieve once and then possess forever. It's something you cultivate moment by moment through practices like these. Each time you choose presence over distraction, gratitude over complaint, or kindness over criticism, you're actively creating conditions for greater happiness in your life. The beautiful thing about mindfulness is that it reveals the extraordinary within the ordinary. A simple breath becomes a moment of peace. A bite of food becomes a sensory experience. A conversation becomes a connection. A walk becomes a meditation. These practices don't require you to change your life dramatically. They invite you to experience the life you already have with greater awareness, appreciation, and joy. Your happiness doesn't depend on perfect circumstances or achieving all your goals. It's available to you right now, in this moment, through the simple act of paying attention with an open heart. These 7 practices are invitations to discover the contentment and joy that are already present in your daily life, waiting to be noticed and appreciated. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.